Thanks to you and Kenosha Community Media for the opportunity to talk a little bit about what's going on. Probably saw in the news that the governor just recently signed the budget. This is kind of the biggest thing that happens in the legislature in the 2 years that the biennial budget. And the governor just signed that with 51 different vetoes. There's a line item veto that Wisconsin has that he has used pretty creatively to significantly change the budget that was passed by the um, majority in the legislature recently. Um, I, along with my good colleagues Tip McGuire and Senator Wirch, voted against the original budget because we thought that there was some things in it that the governor was able to change with his veto pen. But just as an example, in their tax plan, um, the tax plan would have awarded a significant decrease in taxes for people who were making $75 million a year or more. And just to show you how egregious that was, the top 11 richest Wisconsinites would have received approximately about $1.8 million a year tax break um, if the governor would have left that plan in place. But of course he didn't. And I think that leaves us in pretty good shape going into the next 2 years. We have approximately $3 billion left as a result of not doing that huge tax giveaway. Um, and there was a lot of other really good things that were in the budget. There were some things that I voted for that I think make a lot of sense. There's $550 million on some programs to increase workforce housing, and that's desperately needed. It's the shortage of housing is what, of course, that um, the reason why rents and housing prices have spiked so dramatically. So whatever we can do to increase that was um, certainly a good thing. Now, um, the next month and a half or so will be kind of slow in Madison, but there certainly is a lot of things going on here in Kenosha. I'd like to remind people that tomorrow the annual Pride Parade and Festival will kick off at noon at Kenosha, um, the Lincoln Park, not Lincoln, excuse me, the downtown library. Um, will see a demonstration at 12 o'clock, and then from there will be a march. And this year, the celebration is going to be held at Celebration Place, Harbor Park at 5501 Ring Road. We anticipate that there will be thousands of people in town for that, and I think it's just a way to kind of highlight the diversity in our community. Last month, when I was speaking, I had heard a rumble that the county executive had decided not to fly the pride flag over county buildings this year. And, unfortunately, I was correct in that, and I think that sends the wrong message that Kenosha should be a very welcoming place. And uh, I just thought that was an unfortunate happening, and hopefully next year she can change her mind on that. And of course, there's just so many things that are going on in Kenosha. Just to name a few, of course, there's peanut butter and jam, and church festivals will be starting soon. Festivals at the Kemper Center, uh, the Lincoln Park Wednesday night music will be kicking up, as well as the music at the band shell. So there's certainly no shortage of free, great live music in Kenosha, and I certainly hope to take advantage of hearing much of that. The I'd just like to touch on a bill that Representative McGuire and I are working on. Young lady came to us recently and told us a story about about being harassed sexually by a teacher in an area school, and she reported it to the police. And she was amazed, as we were, that there was no law in the books that really could this person could be charged, because it was all verbal, sexual innuendo, and we hope to close that loophole. We have some Republicans that are that are authoring that bill, and we certainly hope that that is something that allows us to get it over the line this fall, in the fall session. As I mentioned, we will be preparing legislation and looking at legislation to be introduced in the fall. Be going back into session in September, and be busy September, October, and November on legislation, and look forward to getting some things accomplished there as well. I just like to encourage people to sign up for my monthly newsletter. If you'd like to kind of get another way to update what's going on, you can call me at 608-266-0455 and ask to get put your name on a list for that email update, or you can send that by email at rep.onstad, that's OHNSTAD, at legis, legis.wisconsin.gov. Once again, rep.onstad at legis.wisconsin.gov. Shoot me an email and ask to get on that list. Of course, it's free, and I encourage you to sign up. We've got thousands of people do every month, and look forward to getting that out. And I also like to put in a plug for the Labor Times. It's a paper I do a monthly column in. It's a very nominal subscription price, but if you're interested in Labor Times, it's a monthly paper. I also think that it gives you kind of a good idea of what's going on in the community. So with that, Jason, I think I'm going to wish everybody well. I hope everybody has a great summer day today, and next month the weather looks like it's going to be cooperating, and hope that everybody has a great summer month. We'll talk to you next month.